Good morning, good afternoon, and good night, wherever you are. Welcome to my creative life. I'm Key, and today I have my lovely friend here, Princess, and she's going to talk with us about maintaining your happiness, okay? So this is a Mindset Monday video, and as you know, I like to talk about things that help you get through the day, help you with your life, to promote creativity, promote productivity, and get the good feelings flowing here. So Princess, tell us a bit about your channel. What do you do on your
Oh,
channel?
I thought you got frozen there for a minute. I didn't hear that last part. I'm
No.
sorry about that. I think I was frozen. Hey guys, what's up? So I have my own YouTube channel, like Key said, and it's called Hello, the Pop. And I think a lot of people don't know that POP is an acronym for Path of Purity, even though it's in big letters on the banner on the channel, but I don't know if people link it to pop, but that's what it means.
I like
And
that.
yeah, that's my channel. Yep.
I like that. So you're taking like the word pop, but it's actually a good meaning to it. Because when you think of pop, you might be like, oh, like pop icons or just like pop culture, but path of purity. And what is the path of purity exactly?
Well, according to the Word of God, the path of purity is the narrow path. It's the path least taken
Hmm.
because it's difficult. It's a difficult path to take, but not impossible
Oh,
by
okay.
choice.
All right. So how do you think, like, how do you maintain your happiness on the path of purity? Because it is so difficult. How does it feel to maintain it and stay pure in a world that's just like, driven by so many different things? Like we have the culture of overworking. We have the culture of media and everything being pushed so much towards us, and all of the issues that comes with social media, body image, all of these many things just come to us that can affect our our state of being. So how
Yes.
do you maintain happiness on the path of purity?
Well, first thing is I don't actually try to maintain it because I no, go ahead. You're gonna say something?
No.
Okay. Um, I don't try to maintain happiness because I can't. So that's the first thing. I don't work on it. Basically, and really what I'm trying to say is that I am living my life surrendered surrender to God. And that's what works for me. That's what keeps me hopeful. That's what keeps me full of life. And that's what keeps me hoping for tomorrow. And I have found that in me not holding on so tight, it's easier to go through my days trusting and believing in God and allowing Him to lead me every step of the way. So, and I guess what I'm really trying to say is I live by faith and not by sight.
Mhm.
So
Okay.
I don't allow, what I see to dictate what I believe.
Wow. It's amazing that you say that because I believe in the same thing. Um, for me, God is an expression of the universe. I feel like it's the same thing. He's the creator of the universe, but I personally surrender to the universe. I talk about this in my own books where it's like, even though you have so much around you, you can be grateful for everything and you don't have to, you know, strive to be something that you're not. Everything is already here for you. So be grateful for everything and believe what's inside of you before you believe what's on the outside. So I really understand that. Like, that's an amazing way to put it, that you just surrender to God and live by faith. That's a really a beautiful thing. And for some people, that's why it's so difficult because you're
Yeah.
like, wow, external my external like being is kind of, it's not where I would want it to be. And that comes with the culture of productivity and all of this stuff that's being pushed in the media. It's like, my life isn't like that. My external world is not matching what I expect, and our expectations are coming from different places. But when you surrender to God and you live by faith, you learn to appreciate things. And I just find that really, really beautiful. With
Yes.
faith and with being able to renounce these things that you don't really need, that's a great way to maintain happiness. You don't have to strive for something else to make you happy. We have all of this marketing going on in life where it's like, oh, you need to buy this to be happy. You need to go here to be happy. But
Mm-hmm.
if you learn to be happy within, you'll be happy everywhere, right?
Yes. Wow, that's powerful what you said.
I love that. So, what do you do? Like, what do you do to surrender to God every single day?
Well, at the end of the day, I'm human, so I have needs, and it's important that because part of happiness is having your needs met on a daily basis, right? So as human beings, we need money, we need a job that's going to give us that money, we are a business, we need to eat good food, we need to have good rest at night. So and to sum that up, that's what you call balance. So as much as possible, I always try to find my balance every single day. And and for me, the way I find my balance is just maintaining my my routine on a daily basis. So making sure I sleep on time, and because I know I'm going to get up at a specific time because I got to go to work or I got class work to do, or making sure that I eat something. If I'm craving this, I'm like, I'm gonna have it. One life to live, YOLO. If I want a donut and I'm like, but it's Monday, I'm like, but I'm gonna have that donut if it's gonna make me happy. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah. Like, you deserve
So
that donut. Yes, eat the donut. What's
I'm gonna
up?
eat that donut. If it's gonna like put a smile on my face, let's go.
Yeah.
So I just maintaining that happiness through my faith, of course, is just finding my balance every day. And I feel like every day you have to find the balance because there's always a new challenge for the day. Always something that's gonna like challenge your happiness or challenge you in such a way where you could lose your cool and you're like, dang, this day sucks. And it's like, no, it doesn't suck. It doesn't have to suck. It's
Yeah.
you know what I mean? It's all perspective. You can look at a situation or a challenge in a day and you can say, you know what? I learned something. And then boom, you're back to being happy. You're like, hey, that's great. I just,
Yeah.
you know what?
That is. That is. It's like, hey, I'm overcoming something. I just learned this lesson. And it's actually really simple to be like, well, I might not have done this thing perfectly, but I learned something, you know?
Exactly. Yes.
That's amazing. And I like that you mentioned like balancing between being productive, staying healthy, but also indulging in things that make you happy. Like, you don't
Yes.
have to completely just say, I can't do this, I can't do that. I see some people who are really strict in other ways. They'll be like, I can't eat a donut, I can't eat carbs, I can't do this. And, they're unhappy because they're like counting calories. I've seen people who are definitely into nutrition, and this is okay for some people, but I just think it's a little bit much. They go into the macros and micros of things, like weighing every single meal. I'm like, is that really necessary? And I've also seen those people kind of come back into surrender and say, hey, that was a bit much. I don't have to be so hard on myself. I don't have to manage every single gram of food that I eat. I could just eat and be happy. We're here to eat. You eat to live, you don't live to
Yes.
eat. So when your life is so strict on itself and you're trying to do this thing, it's not even bring you happiness at the end of the day. You're forfeiting the exact thing that makes you happy. Is to accept. It's to
Mm-hmm.
accept what's going on. So I like
Wow.
that. I like that that's just like the perfect way to maintain happiness. You don't have to do too much to maintain it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You just get up, you live through your purpose, and
It's in the small
accept
things.
your human instincts. You accept who you are.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
appreciate
Yes.
everything. So you also mentioned like there are times where, you know, it may be a little bit difficult where you go through the ups and downs. How do you rebuild your happiness from being down?
Well, I have to start off by saying that it's 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 never realistic to come out of something that quickly.
Mhm.
It took time to go through that situation or whatever the situation might be, and it's going to take time to come out of it. So I think the first thing to acknowledge is that I give myself the time that I need to process things. I've learned over the years that when I try to get out of something quickly, I'm hurting myself even more. And so no matter what happens, no matter what the challenge might be in my day, whether big or small, I always tell myself, Princess, you may not like what happened, but you need to not be hard on yourself. Give yourself some time to process what just happened, and then you can have the appropriate response. Even though we never get it right the first time. Anyways, I don't know who does, but processing whatever happens allows you to just have an understanding of it. Because I think a lot of times we become angry when we are challenged in such a way because I'm like, I don't get this. What just happened? Like you might study for an exam, pull an all-nighter, drink some Red Bull, and then you get on the test and you forget everything. And you're livid. You're like, what just happened? How come I can't remember what I studied? And so you could lose your cool, you could lose your mind, or you can look at it from an angle and say, okay, maybe I was too stressed out. Maybe I'm stressing myself out. So regardless of what happens, it's always important to process what happened. And the processing too helps you to learn from it so you don't do it again.
Yeah, so it's all about like just accepting sometimes. I have a chapter which you mentioned, like having that feeling of, oh, I took this test and I feel like I didn't study, and why did I forget things? And I have this chapter in my book, 50 Days to $50,000 Advanced Manifestation Journey, where I talk about purging from perfectionism. And that chapter, sorry, not the book, that chapter talks about striving for progress rather than perfection. And that goes hand in hand with what you just said. Yeah, you do have to take a step back and analyze what just happened and accept, hey, I maybe should study next time, or maybe it was a bad day, but not everything is going to happen exactly how we expect it to happen, and nothing's perfect. The perfect
Yes.
human is imperfect. We have frustrations, but we
Mm-hmm.
shouldn't feel bad for those frustrations, and we can work
Yes.
through them. And it's important, what you say, not to just think you're going to like snap out of it like that. That's impossible. You have
Mm-hmm.
to be able to accept and grow from these experiences.
Yes.
And this is like a deep topic right now. This is a really deep topic, but I'm really talking for anyone who feels hard on themselves, feels like they're always like they're always striving but not seeing progress. I'm speaking for those people. It may be hard to maintain happiness when you always are criticizing yourself. What could I have done better? What could I have done this? You're
Mm-hmm.
perfect just where you are.
Yes.
Maintaining your happiness is just letting go.
Yes.
Just let it go. You're right here, right
Wow.
now. Everything's beautiful right in front of you, you know?
Wow. I like that. Yes, that's
You're in
true.
the present moment. Like, don't run from the present moment. Don't overthink it. Just be. Just be and
Yes.
be loved, love yourself first. And then you can love others. It's easier to love others when you feel fulfilled, but happiness is not necessarily something that you have to fight for. It's like
Mm-hmm.
that's the contradiction. You don't fight to be happy. You just
Yes.
let happiness run through you.
Yes. No, exactly. I love that. Yes, that's beautiful. I totally agree. I think sometimes you can find one thing in the day that made you smile, and you're like, oh, that made my day. And literally, you could take that one thing and focus on that the whole day. And every time you feel like you're going to feel sad, you just think about that one thing that made you smile and you're smiling again.
Yep.
So everything you're saying is so key. Oh, key. that
Welcome
was
to my
that was a
creative
corny joke. That was the corniest joke I've ever made in my life.
life. I love corny jokes. It's totally fine.
Oh my gosh. What did I just do?
Well, okay, Princess. Can you give us the name of your channel once more? It was nice. Sorry, I'm like over talking. I kind of do this thing where I like kind of like say everything at once. But go ahead and tell us the name of your channel once more, where we can find you on social media and everything like that.
Okay, yeah. So my channel is Hello the Pop, and I'm on Instagram. I'm very active on TikTok. I'm having lots of fun with that. You can find me on Instagram at Princess Olympia. Olympia, like the capital of Washington, if you're familiar with that. And you can find me on TikTok under the same name, at Princess Olympia. So I hope to see you guys there.
Okay. Thank you so much for your presence. I'm so happy to hear from you because we have not seen each other in a while. And this is for anyone who doesn't know, we're actually in classes together. We go to college together. But I miss your voice. I miss your good energy. Princess is amazing, and she has an amazing perspective on spirituality, on God, and she offers the word to you from the heart, from the path of purity.
Yes.
So check out her channel, follow her on social media, TikTok, Instagram, and support her page. You know, she's awesome. And I thank you. If you would like to join my community, you can find me on Facebook at Manifest Abundance Here and Now. That's my Facebook group. You can find me on Instagram with that same handle, Manifest Abundance Here and Now. And just join the community. Get these good positive vibes going, maintain that happiness, and I will see you another time. Okay, thank you for joining us for Mindset Mondays, and I appreciate the views. If you could like, share, and comment, I would appreciate that as well. Peace out.
Bye.